Hey, this is Sabrina, Marketing Director for Ballen Brands. Today I'm going to show you how to use the Infusionsoft email builder to customize your own emails out to your audience. There's a bunch of different ways to do this. So today I'm going to be doing an example for real estate for an open house for a property. Now, when you open the email editor, whether you're sending a single broadcast or you're building an email within the campaign builder, you're going to be taken to this screen here. Now, in this screen, you'll be able to browse different templates that Infusionsoft has to offer. You can also look at your previously sent emails, so you can copy a template from one that you recently sent. You have drafts, so if you have any drafts in the system, you can go ahead and pull them back up here. And then you also have My Templates. Now, once you create an email, if you like the layout of it and you want to use it again, you can save it as a template for you to be able to use again later on. So that's what the My Template section is, and I will show you how to do that once we're done building this brand new email. So I'm going to go ahead and use this announcement one here, just because it has that image right in the middle there. Okay. So now I'm just going to go in and kind of delete everything in here with the exception of the image. And we're going to kind of start from scratch and add these elements that we need in here. So I'm just clicking on each one, hitting the trash can, hitting delete. And now all we have is the image. I'm actually going to go ahead and delete that as well, just so we're starting with the blank template here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into the design option on the left-hand side. And you're actually going to go over to blocks, sorry. Then from here, you have a few different elements. So I'm going to kind of go over some of these as we're building it. First element I'm going to go ahead and add is a text box. And my goal with this text box is you can put a little introduction message in your email if you want to. This one's going to primarily be image-based, this layout is. So I'm going to just add a click image for more details since I'm doing a listing here. And if you highlight your text, you have this little bar at the top that allows you to choose headings, colors for your text, bold, italicize, underline. You can change the alignment, make it a bulleted list, a numbered list, add a link, and you can also include merge fields from your contact. So if you want to include their name in there, anybody who gets this email, their name will populate in that field, which is pretty cool. So it's dynamic depending on who's actually receiving the email at that time. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add an image in here. And this is just a drag and drop builder. So you just drag it from the left side to where you want it in your email. I'm going to go ahead and upload my images here that I saved. Where is it? There's one. Okay, so this is the image for the property. Now on the left-hand side, you have an option to change the size of it, bigger or smaller. I'm going to make it as big as it can go. You also have the option to insert an image link, which I definitely want to do for this particular thing, especially since I'm telling them to click the image for more details. Now, I'm going to head over to our website here. And I'm just going to go into a property. So let's just say it's this property here. We have a forced registration pop up on the photo gallery. And then we have our information page here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this link and link it to this picture. Okay. And then I'm going to add another image underneath it here that's going to have more pictures of the property. Now, these pictures I edited with the text, the price, and made these like 4 image things here in Canva. Canva is a free tool that you can sign up for, and it's really simple to be able to create these graphics in there. We do have a separate training video on Canva on our YouTube channel. You can also check it out at loriballen.com. I'm going to go ahead and make that one big as well. Now this image, I am actually going to link to the photo gallery option. So on our property page, I'm going to right click on the view photo gallery link. and I'm going to hit copy link address. Now, if I were to click on this, you'll see that it forces, oh, I must be logged in. Yeah, I'm logged in. We have it set to force registration. So by them visiting that particular page, it will do the pop-up with the force registration for them to register. So that's why we copy that link. So I'm going to paste that here in the URL for this bottom image. So if they click on this, it's going to take them to the photo gallery. But since the photo gallery has forced registration, it's going to ask them to register. So our goal is to get those registrations and leads in the system. So that's kind of how we do that there. Now, since this is supposed to be an open house, you may want to link this first image to the open house blog on your website. If you're not doing it for an open house and you're just marketing the listing, then I would link them to the IDX listing page. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some text underneath about the property. So I'm going to say, write an open, wall to ceiling, open floor plan, 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, walk-in closet. I could say security guarded gate or neighborhood, large backyard. I already did walk-in closet. You can tell I really like walk-in closets. Doesn't everybody though? Large backyard. And I'm going to do spacious backyard. Change up the wording a little bit here. Okay. And I'm going to center this. And bold that. Okay. So we've got some text there. Now, if you want to, you can add a graphic here with some stats on there. And that would just be another image. So you can create something in Canva and pop it in there. What we're going to go ahead and do now is add an email signature. So I have my email signature here. Again, you can make it as big or as small as you want. Then on the right-hand side, so I'm just going to drag the image here as a column, you can add your branding details. So if there's any like brokerage details that you have to add or anything like that, you can pop that in there. For now, I'm just going to add just a random image here just so you can see, for example, what that would look like. Okay, so now if you want to as well, underneath your signature, and again, this is just a signature that I created within Canva. So you can even do on here, follow me on Facebook. You can do your email and link it to your email. You can put your website in here. Okay. Now, if you have any brokerage requirements that have to be on an email, you can either add another text box, or if you click on this unsubscribe option down at the bottom, you could add additional footer text. So you could say copyright 2018. You could say, if you have a brokerage, have a brokerage with another agency. Whatever details you need to put at the bottom there, okay? So that is basically how to set up a listing one. Now I'm gonna go over some of these other options on the left-hand side here. You can add them if you want to, but this kind of gives you a good idea of where to start. So we already kind of went over the text. Now there is a spacer option in here. So if you realize maybe you want a gap between these two images, you can drag and drop the spacer underneath, and then it creates a nice little gap. Again, on the left side, you can make it bigger or smaller based on your preference there. Now you can also do a divider. Dividers will create an actual line, so it's like a spacer, but you can actually see it. So again, on here, you can adjust the width of that line if you want just a small line or if you want a big long line. And then you can also change the color of that line from there. We went over images. You can also add a button. So if you want, we can put a button at the bottom here that says register for open house. And then you can choose a link from here. Now there's different link types. You can do a URL, an email address, phone number, file, download. You can link it to a landing page, a web form, an order form if you have an e-commerce capability. For this purpose, I would do a web form and have them register via a web form. That way you have them in your database. And you would have to choose from one of your existing web forms. Now, if you created a web form in a campaign, or even just a regular web form, you can also use a URL and just paste the URL to your form there. Either way works. You can also change the button color here. You can enter your own custom color, or you can choose from one of the colors provided. Okay. You can also change the alignment if you want it on the left, the right, or center. Then you also have social. So if we drag and drop the social options here, you can go ahead and pop in. So instead of having the text here that says follow me on Facebook, they have a cleaner social media option here. So you can do www.facebook.com/Lori Ballen. Okay, and you can add more and choose from one of their options here. Okay, and it populates right down at the bottom. So then they can follow you on one of these. It doesn't have a text leading before, but you can change the icon size here, and you can always add your own text above it that says follow us, or you can say connect with us. And I'm going to center that. And I'm actually going to make this one a heading 2. Okay? And I want the divider to be down there. All right. Now you also have a group. Now what a group is it's an image and text and button all combined into one. Okay. So you edit them just like you would if you were dragging the elements in separately. They're just grouped together into one section, so you can easily drag all 3 elements wherever you want them on your page. You can also put a video in here. So if instead of that image here, you wanted a video, you can grab a video from YouTube. So if I go to YouTube, I'm just going to grab a video from our channel here. Okay. Copy that URL, go back to our email, paste the URL in here. And it's going to give you the option, just like an image, to make it bigger or smaller. And then you have your video there. Now, when they click on the video, it will take them to YouTube or to Vimeo, wherever that video is hosted. So if you are going to do that, make sure you have a killer call to action on that page or on your video or in the description that gives them the opportunity to learn more about that property. Because it'll take them off of the email. So you want to make sure that you're directing them in the right direction. Okay. Now, a cool thing about links, and this goes for pretty much any link, there is a little tag option underneath the URL. Now, what this does is when they click on the link, you can have it apply a tag to that contact record. So for example, if you want one of your agents to follow up with them if they watched the video, then you can have a tag apply that then triggers an email or a task or something to one of your agents or to yourself to then follow up with that person. You can also automate it in a campaign to where if they click on it, then it can send them another email, maybe with more details. So you can really customize this experience and automate your follow-ups based on what they interact with, which is really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that video here. Then you also have your signature. Now this pulls the signature from Infusionsoft's signature settings, and there's some cool signatures in here. They are very clean, very nice looking, but sometimes I like the jazzed up signature versus the signature here. But either way works perfectly fine, whether you have it as an image or you want to use Infusionsoft's signature. So you can see with Infusionsoft signature, if I have them side by side, it cuts off my email, where with the image, it did not cut off the email based on the way that I had it set up. So you're going to have to play with it and see which one works best for you. Now, the last thing that you have in here is a HTML code. It's very rare that you are going to ever have to use this HTML code option. It is an advanced option there, but if you ever find yourself needing to add HTML code to your email, they do have an option for that. One example would be if you use, we use a tool called Plus This, and there's a countdown timer inside of this Plus This tool. And I'll actually go ahead and show you guys this here. Plus This is a really, really cool tool. You can sign up via our link on loristools.com. So if I want to add a feature, and I'm going to add a timer, okay, you can choose a fixed date and time, or you can choose a date in your contacts field. So let's say the open house is this Saturday at 11 a.m. Okay. And this is going to be Pacific time. Okay. Now I'm going to choose what font I want and what color. I'm going to make it green. Okay, and I'm going to name this just test countdown for now. So in here, it gives you the option to copy an HTML code. Now in the new email builder, this is actually just going to be a URL. So if I go to my image here and drag it up top, there is an option down at the bottom that says custom image URL. I'm going to paste that. And there we have our countdown timer. So it actually uses the image URL, not the HTML code, but it does give an HTML option. So that's just kind of an example of what you have here. So now when they go to view this email, they have a countdown timer that tells them, hey, the open house is in 2 days, 23 hours, 50 minutes, 8 seconds, and counting. And it kind of creates a sense of urgency there and draws more attention to the email. So that is pretty much how to edit your email in Infusionsoft. So it's a fairly simple process. Drag and drop editor, play with it until it's appealing and how you like it. And if you have any questions, you can reach us at team@ballenbrands.com. We do offer Infusionsoft campaigns and services. So if you are interested in Infusionsoft or you have Infusionsoft and you need some help with it, don't hesitate to reach out. We're always happy to help. You can also reach our team via phone at 702-917-0755. And we have a wide variety of training videos on Infusionsoft available on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Lori Ballen, as well as Ballen Brands. Thanks for watching.